Hello there guys, it's Joey and these are some new silver birch themed items for the store. So we have the Priestess duo, the starry pillar and the oaken pendant. The Priestess set is the final in the official oaken of the Priestess sets to be created, and all of those will be available all year round. And so that sort of finalises and finishes the Priestess duo cycle for me, which is odd in some ways. It's odd that it's finally complete and beautiful in other ways. The pillar was actually a request, but I like it so much it's going to be available henceforth. I may well do other oaken in a pillar form as well. I do like it, I like it a lot. And the oaken pendants, of course, that is an ongoing addition to the store. So the Priestess of the silver birch is the relationship between Priestess and tree, Priestess and oaken, the energies that intertwine between them. Silver birch is known for being a beginning, purification, gateway, birth element. And we are currently in the month of silver birch, and I think it highlights the very close nature of death and birth. How one cannot exist without the other. There is elements of the beginnings of a journey, initiation to silver birch, and the things that are required in order to begin new journeys. Often it is the burning out of the negativity or the burning down of that which blocks the way and prevents us from moving, which isn't always an easy or pleasant experience and can be quite alarming to some at the beginning. And it turns out that that sort of burning out of the dead wood leaves a fertile ground from which to be born, to be birthed into a new journey. And the relationship between the Priestess and silver birch is very much along this line. There is a deep cleansing, a purification element to silver birch, and it's often to do with this hanging on of things which no longer serve when we're sort of afraid of change and we require a change of pace. We know we need it, but we are afraid to embrace it, and silver birch can be used to purify out these negative mindsets. So the birch Priestess speaks, I am the first word, the breath of life, the beginning, the door to every journey, inward, outward and onward. I see your limitless potential, so reach out and trust the process. So, we shall have a quick look at the items individually. Let's start with the pillar because it's probably easiest. Okie dokie. So as you can see, it's the full-size pillar. We're fighting with the light. It's this time of year, we're always fighting with the light. And I went with a silver grey. I enjoy grey as a colour with regards to spell work. It gets a bad rep. I've actually done a video on the colour grey. And what it actually is, it's about the in-between spaces rather than it being a negative colour. Some people have assigned it as quite a negative colour, and I'm not entirely sure where that comes from. Me personally, I really enjoy grey. I like wearing grey. I think it has a good feeling to it. It's a little bit unfortunate that we have modern associations with grey which aren't so great, 50 Shades of blech. But the phrase itself, before that terrible fan fiction became book and movie, is well noted, I think, that things aren't black and white, and things usually are a shade of grey, and that helps with understanding ourselves, understanding the process, understanding the journey, and that is why grey comes into the silver birch. It's also a natural choice because silver birch is white and black, so white and black, grey, and that becomes the centre of the heart of the birch. It becomes both elements. And then of course we have the top. Ooh. Which I love. I love, love, love. Okie doke. And then we have the duo. Oh, look at the shimmy. The shimmy is there as well on the pillar. It's just we got a good angle of the light on. Oh, a shimmy! The shimmy is almost a snow-like element because everywhere else in the world, not here, she says through gritted teeth, has had snow. In the month of silver birch, gritted teeth. I wanted some, just a little would have done, Mother Nature. Yeah, anyway. So we had that snow-like glitter sheen going through, that purification element. Snow is really wonderful for purification magic. And then let's move the candle a minute and just shake, shake, shake the oil. I love silver birch. It's probably one of my absolute favourites. I adore it. The spell oil is available on store as a solo item. And last but not least is the Ogham pendant, which you can wear or carry or include in spell work and things of that nature. Again, we have the shimmy shimmy white ribbon and the triquetted charm. The shimmer ribbons are on most of the Ogham pendants. I like the way the light moves through them. I like the way it's invocative of motion because of that. And here you have the idea of light falling on the snow, or even light if you were holding up some birch bark and it was very translucent. Some of it can be quite translucent. I have a piece here. Is that going to be translucent enough? No, that piece isn't. But some of it can be quite translucent, so when you hold it up you can almost see the light through. And silver birch for me also throws into images of moonlight as well, and that comes from a goddess correspondence. The silver birch is very much a goddess tree, very feminine, and silver birch in the moonlight is just this incredible atmospheric relationship. It's almost like this dynamic that the trees almost seem to glow in the moonlight. It's something to behold, and so the white of course comes into all of that, as well of course as the colour magic. It is associated with silver birch, and it has a good purification snow energy to it as well. And here you might go, well, why did you make the candles grey and the ribbon white, Jo? I had a look at the grey with regards to the pendant, and I think that for me the pendant is going to be more about carrying with you a sense of purity, a sense of purification and protection. And for me, therefore, it felt better to draw upon the white element here, though, the purification magic, rather than the grey, which the grey of silver birch does ask us these big questions in order to help us grow and be born and start new journeys. And I don't think you want to carry around the difficult questions with you all the time. So whereas you can pick and choose when you integrate or interact, intersperse, when you interact with the candles, when you use the spell work, you choose your time for candles. You sit down, you process, you get in the mood, you light the candle, you address those issues and bring what elements of that magic you want. However, with an Ogham pendant, you're carrying it round with you possibly, so I think it needs to be a little bit on the purification side, more so than the difficult questions aspect, personally. And then of course it contains the bark. All of the Ogham products contain some part of the Ogham in question, because I don't believe in providing Ogham items that do not encompass and incorporate an element, if not more than one element, of the tree in question, because it just brings the energy into the item, into the spell item, whatever it might be. So that's how I personally feel about Ogham Energy, that it must contain part of the tree. It just has to. I don't believe in doing it any other way. So all of these items will be available very soon on store. Ooh, let's pop them all into shot again. There we go, sort of. And many blessings.